What up, Greater Long Beach? It's Tyler.
And JJ.
And welcome back to your home for local sports.
And this CIF football video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company.
It's not exactly the biggest stage, but it's an important game for St. John Bosco, the semifinals in the Pac-5 at Alemany to take on the Warriors.
Well, quarterback Alif Gray's and the Warriors trying to pull an upset that would literally shock the world. I know a lot of football teams say that, but these Warriors are on a mission.
Well, almost literally on a mission, JJ, yes. And the Braves have had targets on their back all season. They are the top seed, and the extra stands brought in, not exactly necessary in this one.
It's cold out there, man. We're Californians. We don't come out when it's cold.
Show up for what? Anyway, the opening kickoff as we get this thing fired up in the semis, and Alemany's, a little bit surprisingly, able to move the ball fairly well on their first few drives, picking up a pair of first downs, running it, but eventually that Braves defense would stiffen at midfield. That one's not going to feel good. And then when you get it to the offense, Bosco showing off their ground attack with Sean McGrew.
The option, I love it. You don't usually see that out of the spread attack from these Braves, but McGrew gets down there to the 16-yard line. A few plays later, it's Josh Rosen, it's Jaleel Wadood. We've seen it so many times. Touchdown Braves on their opening drive.
Yeah, catch my fade, and Jaleel Wadood is down. He often scores first in these games. It feels like 7-0 Braves. Warriors able to put on another drive, and this time get a little deeper into Braves territory, but they couldn't take advantage of this golden opportunity. Dominic Davis slipping behind the defense. He was open, just couldn't find it.
You got to hook up right there if you want to win a game like this. You just have to.
Had to have it, didn't get it, and then on fourth down, the pass comes up short. Turnover on downs. Bosco can go back to work. And it's Rosen finding Shea Fields. Pretty good idea.
Whoop! Oh my goodness.
He's shown off the ability to throw on those air brakes, JJ. Now into the second quarter, it's Fields again. Slant across the middle is going to go 27 yards to pay dirt as he shows off that speed.
Trojan fans getting increasingly more excited that that kid's going to be wearing Cardinal and gold pretty quick.
14-0 here early in the second after another stop. The Braves coming back at you. Rosen to Angelo Quintero, trying to add another score before halftime, and they do. Manasa Anesi caps it off, plunges in as the Braves up 3 scores at the half, and that's commanding. They weren't
as we would expect, right? They weren't as explosive, but we would expect.
Right, a little more methodical using the running game, and then they get the ball first in the second half. They look to put it away on a screen to Wadood, and you know that that's an effective play call, JJ. Then McGrew, as he had a big night. This is a nice gain right here, straight up the gut of your defense.
McGrew's so valuable in those spread formations. This from 14 yards out, Rosen back to Wadood, Wadood into the end zone. It's 28-0. At this point, people are thinking, okay, well, Bosco's just going to continue to roll through these playoffs. Nothing new. However,
Davis is going to take the pitch and go 80 yards here on the very next play, JJ. So it's 28-0. Alemany gets it after a touchback, and then an 80-yard touchdown. So hold on just a second. Warriors not done. On the very next play, Rosen has the screen intercepted by Brandon Boyd. He takes it back to the house. 28-14. What just happened?
Boyd watched that Tesoro Bosco highlight video and was like, oh, the bubble screen. They do that often.
We appreciate the view, and it's a 14-point game, and it changed Alemany. They were really into it. The crowd got going, as you can see. This is the next drive for Bosco. Didn't look super fresh. Rosen nearly intercepted again right here.
Again, those are the plays you just have to make if you want to knock off the Giant. You have to make them.
No doubt, and Bosco nearly gets a delay a game here. They're able to get the timeout, and it was probably a good thing. 3rd and 9. You just got to do something to stop the momentum. The Warriors are all the way fired up. The crowd, for the first time all night, is really excited. And what do they do out of the timeout, JJ? They go back to old reliable, and it's Fields weaving through for 10 yards and the first down as Wadood signals it.
Gosh, that bubble screen, it's so simple to look at, but it's so effective. 2 plays later, McGrew in from 19. He had 175 yards on the night. Nothing bigger than that touchdown run right there, though.
Next play, Warriors try to go back to the well, but Wadood not feeling it as he gets his 2nd interception of the game. And just an action-packed 3rd quarter. McGrew takes the handoff. He's going to take it down to the 1-yard line where they bring in the short yardage specialist.
Well, you push that NOS button once you get towards the finish line, right?
No doubt. You got to time that NOS. He puts it in. It's 42-14. Then the D-line could just pin their ears back. Jacob Tuioti Mariner with the sack. nearly a safety, not quite, on the ensuing punt. Brett Baldwin shows he is anything but worthless as he's going to return this down to the Alemany 3.
Taking it back for all his brothers out there, man.
And then when you're inside the 5, it's
hit that NOS button.
NOS! That's his 3rd score, and in less than 5 minutes, it went from a 2-score ball game to a running clock in the Pac-5 semis. Jason Negro can celebrate taking his team to the Pac-5 title game as they blew the doors off of this Pac-5 bracket getting to the title game.
Oh, it has been quite impressive. Got to pass the final on Saturday night, though.
We are not done. You've listened and you've worked your ass off for 13 weeks. Why stop now? Don't change anything. We're not gonna. We're gonna be just as hard on you, just as demanding. Because we're gonna go win this thing. We play Saturday night, 8 o'clock in the freaking Big A.
Those Bosco Braves looking for their first ever CIF title in football. It'll be their 4th title game appearance, and they are taking on Trinity League rivals Mater Dei Saturday, 8 p.m. at Angel Stadium. You want coverage of that to see if the Braves can pull off some program history next Saturday. Got to keep it locked right here. This is the best place to be.